Also, we didn't talk about the Chris Boyd blow up.
Oh my God. Okay, I actually rewatched it.
I meant to bring that up at the top, but
yeah, I studied the film on this. Like I got kind of fixated on this. Yeah, and I realized that he at no point until after he shoved his coach did he know that the Chiefs had recovered the ball. Because I thought that it was like out of rage from the special teams coach barking at him for being a bozo.
That's what I thought.
But then when I saw him push the coach, and then he like flexes and gives a fist pump, like hell yeah, and the coach was like, you just like horribly messed up, right? Like, you got to stay on the field. So for those who don't know, first play of the game, Chris Boyd, he's a depth defensive back, special teamer for the Texans. Kansas City has the massive return, and Boyd catches from behind, throws into the ground, fumbles. The ball is fumbled in the process. As Boyd is like getting up, the ball bounces towards just like a swarm of Texans and Chiefs players, which he just assumed the Texans recovered. So he just
ran away.
Like the play is still going on. Like there are guys diving on the ball and he's running away. He took his helmet off, threw it on the ground, got a 15-yard penalty, shoves his coach. And I was like, whoa, that is a crazy start to this game. And I thought it was going to be a blowout. I was like, okay, you guys just aren't serious about this right now. Because the first play the Chiefs ran was in the red zone after the return and the penalty. But they held them to 3, and they just couldn't get enough offense on the other side. The fourth down, like 12-yard sack, I think, that they took, where it just seemed like DeMeco was out of sorts, the offensive line was out of sorts, CJ was out of sorts. And then next thing you know, you're 15 yards deep from the line of scrimmage, and you've got 3 Chiefs on your head. And that was kind of the end of it. But we'll see what happens next week, man, against the Bills, because I think that was one of the worst that the Chiefs offenses looked all season, but still one game away from the Super Bowl. You got the home playoff game. I don't know. It doesn't look good, but they're here. I can't
wait to overthink it 500 million times. Mike Zimmer had a quote about Chris Boyd. He said back in the day, I think Chris Boyd said something about Mike Zimmer. Some Vikings fan posted this. What's her name? Silver and Dow. He was replying to our friend Arif Hassan. He said, Chris Boyd, he says something about me. Zimmer told the Star Tribune. I'm like, dude, you had more special teams penalties than anyone I can remember, which is
still doing it.
If you knew nothing about Chris Boyd and then saw that sequence and then saw that quote, it's like, yeah, okay, he's got a type, or he has a certain thing he does. No, but also I would say the one thing that was disappointing about the Texans, I'll leave this, was a lot of complaining at the end there. A lot of people's got chill about the ref stuff, man. I don't know. I've been following sports my entire life, and it's like anyone that wins, everyone complains about the refs. And I remember the Bulls. I remember freaking Kobe and the Lakers. They got calls. Spurs got the calls. Back in the day, it was the Patriots got the calls. The Colts got the calls. Brett Favre used to get all the calls, according to me, when I was a kid. And then now it's just like every Chiefs game is just like, that's the only discourse that we have. Come on.
Yes.
Let's talk about something else there. So I don't know.
Let's not talk about anything else. Let's just talk about how unfair this is. Because if Patrick Mahomes wasn't getting penalties, then surely my team would be able to win the Super Bowl. That's how that works.
I'm sure the refs help them every one of these games that they win 16 games and win in the playoffs and win on the road and win in the neutral settings.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that the team that has like Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid keeps finding themselves in advantageous decisions at key points in the game. It's crazy that happens. But the ref stuff, I thought the weirdest thing that I thought about when the game was over, because DeMeco said it, then Will Anderson said it. We knew we were going to have to play against them and the refs this week. And then Joe Mixon said it. I was like, yeah, were you guys talking about this all week? Absolutely. Like as you were getting ready for the game? Like, but that's Absolutely. That heavy. Like the game's over and you're just like, well, we knew we were going to have to play the refs too. What the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about?
That's why it kind of annoyed me. It was like, well, you guys already had it in your head. That's like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. It's kind of high school Harry to me, if you're asking me. I don't know. Just a little bit. And I get it. To me, it evens out. Like, that's how, I read one study. If you wear black, your jersey's black, you get more flags against you, penalties against you. One time I read that in psychology stuff. But I don't know. I just didn't like that. But anyways, I do like where the Texans are at. I like CJ Stroud. I like Will Anderson. Still like DeMeco Ryans. Think he's awesome. still like Derek Stingley. So I just think for them, they have to fix that O-line. And that's, to me, was coaching. Somehow, some way fix it. I feel like they've already invested enough, but I think first and foremost, that's what they have to fix. They have pass catchers they have to find. Maybe a couple guys down the spine on defense, but they're sitting in a pretty good spot because they have some stars on both sides of the ball, which is where you want to be. Nico Collins as well, too. But Chiefs, Bills, Commanders, Eagles, got some great ones next week.
Congratulations to the executives over at CBS and Fox. Round of applause. You guys did it. You got Mahomes versus Allen in the NFC East conference title game. You guys won this weekend.
after we had Yankees Dodgers in the World Series. Oh, I know. Now they just need like Lakers Celtics or something like that. This is
going straight chalk, man.
Yeah, all the way. Some original 6 teams in the NHL, and they'll be all good. No, but I'm excited. Conference championship game will be next week. We will be here recapping it just like we were today.